In the vast, cold waters of the North Atlantic Ocean, a remarkable race against time begins. Here, beneath the rolling waves and shifting tides, the lobster's journey is set in motion, a journey that must be completed in just 36 hours. The lobster, often called red gold, is plucked from its rocky home on the ocean floor, where it has spent years navigating the labyrinth of underwater crevices and kelp forests. The water here is frigid, rich in oxygen and teeming with life, a world of shadows and currents where the lobster's shell blends seamlessly with the stones. Once removed from its natural high-pressure environment, the lobster's journey becomes a delicate balance of temperature, moisture, and time. The countdown begins the moment it leaves the ocean, and every second is critical to its survival. The lobster is placed in a carefully controlled environment where cold, oxygenated water mimics the conditions of the deep sea. Here it rests in darkness, shielded from the stress of the outside world as the clock continues to tick. The journey from ocean to luxury is a symphony of logistics. The lobster is moved swiftly from holding tanks to temperature-controlled containers, each step designed to maintain the perfect balance of humidity and cold. The air is kept moist, the temperature just above freezing, to slow the lobster's metabolism and preserve its vitality. As the hours slip by, the lobster is weighed, documented, and sealed within its crate. The environment is monitored with precision. Any fluctuation in temperature or oxygen could spell disaster. The countdown is relentless, a silent pressure that governs every moment of the lobster's passage. The lobster's journey continues by land and air, crossing vast distances in a matter of hours. Inside the cargo hold, the air is cold and still, the darkness unbroken. The lobster remains in a state of suspended animation, its senses dulled by the chill, its energy conserved for the final destination. The 36-hour countdown is a constant, invisible force. It shapes the lobster's world, dictating the pace of its journey from the wild Atlantic to the gleaming kitchens of luxury restaurants. Every moment is measured, every condition optimized to ensure that the lobster arrives alive, vibrant, and ready to become the centerpiece of a culinary masterpiece. The lobster's voyage is a testament to the intricate systems that bridge the gap between the untamed ocean and the world of refined dining. It is a journey shaped by the elements, salt, water, cold, and time, where survival depends on the perfect harmony of nature and technology. As the final hour approaches, the lobster is delivered to its destination, still alive, its shell glistening with the memory of the sea. The countdown ends as it is placed on ice, ready to be transformed into a symbol of luxury and the ocean's enduring mystery. This is more than a story of food. It is the story of a creature's journey through a world shaped by water, cold, and the relentless march of time, a journey that for 36 hours is nothing short of extraordinary. Before the world awakens, the harbour is a realm of shadows and silence. The air is thick with mist curling around the hulls of boats that rest quietly at anchor. The only sounds are the gentle lap of water against wood and the distant, mournful cry of a gull. The moon hangs low, casting a silver path across the water, while the tide breathes in and out, pulling seaweed and driftwood in its slow, ancient rhythm. Beneath the surface, the world is alive with quiet purpose. Lobsters, creatures of the night, emerge from their rocky shelters. Their antennae sweep the sand, searching for food, alert to every vibration in the water. They move with deliberate caution, navigating the labyrinth of stones and kelp that make up their underwater world. The darkness is their ally, a cloak that shields them from predators and the coming day. Plankton drift in the gentle current, a living cloud that feeds the smallest creatures and in turn sustains the entire ecosystem. Along the shore, barnacles and mussels cling to rocks, their shells glistening with dew. Crabs scuttle between pools left by the receding tide, while sea stars inch their way across the sand. The kelp forests sway in the current, sheltering countless lives within their tangled fronds. As the horizon begins to pale, The first hints of dawn touch the water, turning black to blue. Dew gathers on the seagrass, each droplet a tiny lens reflecting the coming day. The lobsters sense the subtle shift in water pressure, the faintest tremor of change. Small fish dart through shafts of light, startled by the movement of larger shadows. Claws open and close, testing the sand for hidden prey. Bubbles rise from the seabed, marking the passage of foraging creatures. The ocean's surface remains undisturbed, a mirror to the awakening sky. In the tide pools, anemones unfurl their tentacles, greeting the new day with silent grace. The harbour, still empty of human presence, glows softly in the dawn. Seabirds glide low over the waves, their wings barely skimming the surface. As the light grows, lobsters retreat to the safety of their crevices, wary of the day's dangers. The current stirs the sand, uncovering secrets left by the night. The coastline stretches into the distance, bathed in the first golden rays of the sun. Water droplets on the rocks glint like jewels, marking the transition from night to day. Below, the lobsters remain alert, their antennae waving, ever aware of the world above and the mysteries it brings. The kelp leaves undulate in slow motion, sheltering life in their embrace. The pre-dawn ritual of the natural world is nearly complete. The harbour waits, the ocean breathes, and the cycle of life continues, untouched and unseen, until the first human footsteps break the silence. The art of the lobster trap is a marvel of simple engineering, honed by decades of observation and adaptation. At its core, the trap is a silent sentinel waiting patiently on the ocean floor, blending into the shifting underwater landscape. Constructed from the sturdy wire mesh, the trap forms a rigid cage, its structure designed to withstand the relentless pressure and movement of the sea. The mesh allows water to flow freely, carrying the scent of bait far and wide, while keeping the interior secure. Inside, a chamber holds the bait, often salted fish like herring. As the bait slowly breaks down, it releases a potent aroma, drifting on the currents, weaving through forests of kelp and over rocky ledges, calling to any lobster within range. The trap's entrance is a masterstroke of design. A funnel-shaped opening, wide and inviting, guides the lobster inward. Once inside, the narrowing passage and slick mesh make retreat nearly impossible, turning curiosity into captivity. As the trap descends, it passes through layers of light and shadow, finally settling onto the ocean floor. Here, it becomes part of the seascape, nestled among sand, rocks, and swaying seaweed. Above, a buoy marks the trap's location, bobbing gently on the surface, while below the trap waits in silence, its presence almost invisible to the untrained eye. In the dim, filtered light, lobsters emerge from their rocky shelters, their antennae twitching as they sense the faint trail of scent. They move cautiously, their armored bodies gliding over the sand, drawn ever closer to the source of the aroma. The trap sits motionless, its bait a beacon in the gloom. Lobsters circle, probing the mesh with their claws, searching for an opening. The funnel guides them in, and once inside, the world narrows. The way out is hidden, the mesh walls unyielding. Time passes. The trap becomes a microcosm of the ocean floor, sometimes visited by curious crabs or small fish, but always waiting for its true quarry. The lobsters inside explore, but the design ensures their stay. The cycle of the trap is endless. Lowered to the depths, it waits, collects, and is eventually retrieved. Its contents a testament to the effectiveness of its design. The underwater world is ever-changing. Currents sweep across the seafloor, shifting sand and debris, sometimes nudging the trap from its resting place. The trap endures, anchored by its weight, but always at the mercy of the sea. Occasionally, a strong current may drag the trap into a crevice or tangle it among kelp, making it a hidden fixture of the underwater landscape. Storms above send shockwaves below, stirring up silt and debris, making the world murky and unpredictable. The trap remains steadfast as the ocean rages around it. In these moments, the trap's resilience is tested. its structure holding firm against the forces of nature. The ocean's moods shift constantly. Fog drifts in, currents change direction, and the trap must adapt, its position and effectiveness shaped by the ever-changing environment. The seafloor is a tapestry of habitats, rocky ledges, sandy plains, dense kelp forests. The trap finds its place among these features, each location offering a different challenge and opportunity for success. The secrets of the trap's placement are written in the language of the sea, currents, tides, and the subtle signs of lobster activity. The trap's success depends on its harmony with this environment. Each trap becomes a silent observer, its position chosen for the promise of lobster pathways, its design a blend of science and the mysteries of the deep. In the end, the art of the trap is a dialogue between invention and nature, a patient, intricate dance beneath the waves, where the mechanics of the trap and the instincts of the lobster meet in the silent world of the sea. Beneath the rolling waves, the ocean is governed by a silent code, a natural order that has shaped marine life for millennia. This unwritten law of the sea is not written in books or enforced by courts, but is woven into the very fabric of the ecosystem itself. Every creature, from the smallest plankton to the largest predator, plays a role in maintaining the delicate balance of life. The sea is a vast, interconnected web, where each species depends on the others for survival. Lobsters, for example, are both hunters and prey. They feed on mollusks and small fish while evading the watchful eyes of larger predators. Their movements and habits are dictated by the rhythms of the tides and the changing seasons. The ocean's cycles, its tides, currents, and temperatures, set the stage for life to flourish or falter. These environmental factors determine when creatures breed, where they migrate, and how they interact with their surroundings. The unwritten law demands that the young are given a chance to grow. Juvenile lobsters find shelter in the shadows of seaweed and rocks, protected from predators until they are strong enough to venture out. Growth in the sea is a slow, patient process. Lobsters shed their shells to grow, leaving behind fragile exoskeletons as they harden and mature. This transformation is a vulnerable time, and the law of the sea offers no mercy to the weak. Only the fittest survive to adulthood, and only a fraction of those will ever reproduce. The natural order ensures that the population remains in balance, neither overwhelming the ecosystem nor dwindling to extinction. Reproduction is a sacred event in the ocean's cycle. Female lobsters carry thousands of eggs beneath their tails, nurturing the next generation as the currents sweep nutrients and oxygen over them. When the time is right, the eggs hatch, releasing a cloud of larvae into the open water. Most will become food for other creatures, but a precious few will survive, continuing the ancient cycle. The law of the sea is impartial. Predators hunt, prey flee, and every life is both a participant and a prize in the endless dance of survival. Environmental factors, rising temperatures, shifting currents and storms constantly reshape the boundaries of this world. The creatures of the sea must adapt or perish, guided by instincts honed over countless generations. Habitats like coral reefs and seagrass beds serve as nurseries and sanctuaries, offering protection and food to those who follow the rules of the sea's natural order. The unwritten law is one of opportunity and risk, of growth and loss. It is a system that rewards resilience and adaptability, ensuring that only the strongest and most resourceful thrive. In this world, every action has a consequence, and every creature is bound by the same ancient code. The sea's law is unyielding, but it is also the foundation of life's incredible diversity and abundance. When the natural order is respected, the ocean flourishes. Populations remain robust, habitats stay vibrant, and the cycle of life continues unbroken. The unwritten law of the sea is a testament to nature's wisdom, a silent agreement that sustains life beneath the waves, generation after generation. As the fishing boat turns and heads back toward the harbor, its hull laden with the day's carefully selected catch, a new and urgent phase of the journey begins. The 36-hour clock is now officially ticking. The moment the boat docks at the wharf, a flurry of activity erupts. There is no time to waste. The lobsters, having been out of their natural deep-sea environment for hours, are already under stress. The primary goal is to move them as quickly and gently as possible to a more stable environment where they can begin to recover. The transition from the boat to the shore is a critical first step in this race against time. Crates filled with live lobsters are swiftly unloaded from the boat and weighed. The fishermen are paid based on the weight of their catch, a moment that rewards the long, hard hours spent at sea. But the journey for the lobsters is far from over. They are immediately transferred from the holding tanks on the boat into large, cold water tanks right on the wharf. These tanks are filled with continuously circulating oxygenated seawater. This immediate immersion helps to reduce the shock of the capture and the time spent out of the water. It is a crucial buffer, a brief moment of respite before the next stage of their arduous journey. From the wharf, the lobsters are loaded onto refrigerated trucks for a short but vital trip to a nearby processing and holding facility. The temperature inside these trucks is carefully controlled to mimic the cold waters of the North Atlantic. Every aspect of this transfer is designed to minimize stress. The lobsters are handled with care, as rough movements or sudden changes in temperature could weaken or even kill them. The drivers of these trucks are just as much a part of the logistical chain as the fishermen. They understand that their cargo is delicate, alive, and extremely valuable. A delay caused by traffic or a breakdown could have serious consequences. Once they arrive at the holding facility, the lobsters are one step closer to their final destination, but they are also entering a highly controlled, man-made world. They have left the wild ocean behind and are now part of a complex global supply chain. The salt-laced air of the fishing boat and the open sea are replaced by the cool, humid atmosphere of the factory floor. Here, under the watchful eyes of technicians and quality control experts, the lobsters will be prepared for a journey that will take them farther than they could ever travel on their own. The clock continues its relentless countdown, and the pressure mounts with every passing minute. The ticking clock is a constant reminder of the urgency. Each second that passes is a second closer to the deadline. The lobsters, now in a controlled environment, move slowly in the cold, oxygenated water. Their movements are stark contrast to the ticking clock. The environment around them is meticulously maintained, with temperature gauges and oxygen levels constantly monitored. The lobsters adjust to their new surroundings, their claws moving slowly as they settle into the gentle currents of the tanks. But the clock does not slow down. It ticks away relentlessly, each second a reminder of the race against time. The lobsters, unaware of the ticking clock, continue to move in their tanks, their eyes and claws adjusting to the new environment. The urgency is palpable, the ticking clock a constant reminder that every second counts in this delicate balance of time and life. Within the cavernous expanse of the holding facility, a silent world unfolds, a man-made ocean meticulously engineered for its temporary inhabitants. Here, lobsters are introduced to immense tanks, each one a carefully crafted microcosm of the Atlantic depths, designed to cradle thousands in a tranquil, controlled embrace. These tanks are far more than simple vessels of water. They are technological marvels, equipped with advanced filtration systems, oxygenation modules, and digital sensors that maintain a delicate equilibrium. The environment is tuned to perfection. Currents mimic the gentle surge of the ocean, and the water's chemistry is balanced to soothe and stabilize the lobsters after their tumultuous journey. Chilled to match the deep Atlantic, the water is kept at a constant, optimal temperature, while oxygen is infused in measured bursts, ensuring every breath the lobsters take is as pure as the sea. Automated systems tirelessly monitor every parameter, salinity, pH, ammonia, adjusting conditions in real time to maintain a sanctuary of stability. Sensors dip into the water, relaying constant streams of data, ensuring that even the slightest deviation is detected and corrected before it can affect the inhabitants. In this artificial ocean, lobsters gradually adapt. Their movements slow, antennae begin to wave with curiosity rather than alarm, and their shells regain a healthy sheen. The lobster's gills pulse steadily, drawing in oxygen-rich water while their bodies rest and recover from the stress of capture and transit. The tanks are designed with textured surfaces and hiding places, allowing the lobsters to seek shelter and mimic their natural behaviors, further reducing stress. Over time, the strongest lobsters display their vigor, raising claws in defensive postures, exploring their surroundings and asserting their place in this temporary domain. The artificial environment allows for natural sorting. Larger, more robust lobsters gravitate to open spaces, while smaller ones find refuge in the shadows. The environment reveals subtle differences. Some lobsters thrive, their shells hard and unblemished, while others show signs of weakness or past battles. Those that cannot adapt to the precise conditions, too weak, too damaged, become still, their journey ending quietly in the calm of the tank. For the survivors, this period of rest is vital. The artificial ocean becomes a place of renewal, where only the healthiest will be ready for the next stage. The facility's technology ensures that every lobster is given the best possible chance to recover, adapt, and thrive, even in this synthetic world. Only those that flourish in this man-made ocean, strong, lively, and unblemished, will continue their journey, destined for tables around the world. In this silent, meticulously controlled environment, the transformation from wild catch to global delicacy quietly unfolds, powered by technology and the resilience of the lobster itself. Once a lobster has been graded as healthy and strong enough for travel, it enters a world governed by exacting systems where every detail is measured, monitored, and controlled. The journey to shipment is orchestrated by a network of machines and sensors, each calibrated to maintain the perfect conditions for the lobster's survival. Packing is no longer just a manual task, it is a science of precision, where temperature, humidity, and timing are all regulated by advanced technology. Lobsters are kept cool and moist by automated misting systems and climate-controlled environments, slowing their metabolism and inducing a dormant, sleep-like state. Each lobster is gently placed into a specialized shipping crate by precision robotics, ensuring minimal stress and maximum safety. These crates are engineered for insulation, often constructed from styrofoam to maintain a stable internal climate. Layers of damp material, such as seaweed or wet newspaper, are automatically added to maintain optimal humidity levels. Gel packs, frozen to precise temperatures, are inserted to keep the environment consistently cold, monitored by embedded sensors. Traceability is at the heart of this system, with each crate assigned a unique digital identifier as it moves through the automated line. Before sealing, a tracking code is generated and affixed, linking the shipment to a digital passport containing its entire history. This code stores a wealth of information: the region of origin, the time spent in holding, and the final destination, all logged automatically. The system records the precise region where the lobster was caught, updating the digital log in real time. The identity of the fishing vessel and the exact time of catch are encoded, ensuring full traceability. The duration in the holding facility is tracked by sensors, and the final destination is programmed into the system. This digital infrastructure is a powerful tool for quality control and risk management, flagging any deviation from optimal conditions. If a temperature sensor detects a rise above the safe threshold, the system instantly records the event and triggers an alert. If a problem is detected at delivery, such as a crate arriving with a compromised lobster, the system can trace the issue back to its exact point of origin. Every step is logged, allowing for rapid identification and correction of any weakness in the chain. This level of detailed tracking protects the integrity of the entire supply chain, ensuring that every lobster is accounted for. Accountability is built into every stage, from the ocean floor to the restaurant kitchen, with digital records confirming each handoff. Precision in this system is not just about logistics, it is the foundation of trust encoded in every byte of data. Importers and chefs around the world rely on this digital assurance, confident that each lobster is fresh, healthy, and sustainably sourced. The ability to pinpoint any weakness in the chain ensures that standards remain high and the value of the red gold is preserved throughout its journey. The art of lobster transport has become an exact science governed by data and precision engineering. With the lobsters securely packed and tagged, the system prepares them for the next phase. Crates are sealed and loaded onto refrigerated trucks by automated systems, ensuring a seamless transition to ground transport. The journey to the airport is tracked in real time, with every movement logged and monitored. Timing is everything. The clock is ticking ever faster as the system races against time to preserve freshness. In this most vulnerable phase, the lobsters are completely reliant on the artificial environment created for them, temperature, humidity, and airflow all precisely regulated. Every transfer is managed by machines, each movement calculated for speed and safety. Every vehicle is tracked, every crate accounted for, as the system ensures a flawless handoff to the next stage. The logistics network operates with relentless speed and precision, guided by real-time data and automated coordination. The complex choreography continues as the precious cargo is delivered to the runway, ready for the next leap. The system ensures that every lobster is lifted into the sky at precisely the right moment, carried across continents by a network of precision and control. The transfer of the lobster crates from the truck to the cargo hold of an airplane is one of the most critical moments in the entire 36-hour race. The stakes are incredibly high. The lobsters are now completely exposed to the elements, even if only for a short time on the airport tarmac. A delay of just a few hours, whether from a flight cancellation, a traffic jam on the way to the airport, or a lengthy customs inspection, can be catastrophic. The carefully maintained cool temperature inside the boxes can begin to rise, causing the lobster's metabolism to speed up. This increases their oxygen consumption and stress levels, dramatically raising the risk of mortality. Once aboard the plane, the journey becomes a high-stakes gamble against time and distance. The cargo holds of modern aircraft are temperature-controlled, but the system is not infallible. A slight malfunction or an incorrect setting can doom the entire shipment. A flight that is diverted due to severe weather or a mechanical issue can add precious hours to the journey, pushing the lobsters beyond their limit of survival. For the exporters, this is a nerve-wracking period. They are entrusting millions of dollars worth of live animals to the efficiency of the global air freight network. A single failed shipment can result in a loss of hundreds of thousands of dollars. The risks do not end when the plane touches down in a distant city like Tokyo, Paris, or Dubai. The lobsters must then navigate the complexities of international customs. While procedures are often streamlined for perishable goods, unexpected delays can and do happen. A paperwork error or a random inspection can leave the precious cargo sitting on the tarmac for hours, jeopardizing the entire shipment. The importers on the other side are anxiously awaiting their arrival, knowing that every minute the lobsters spend in their boxes reduces their vitality. The race is not over until the lobsters are safely submerged once again in a tank at their destination. This perilous journey highlights the incredible fragility of the supply chain. It is a chain forged from trust, technology, and meticulous planning, but it is always vulnerable to the unpredictable nature of global travel. The high price of lobster on a restaurant menu is a direct reflection of this risk. Consumers are not just paying for the lobster itself, they are paying for the immense effort and the financial gamble required to transport it alive across thousands of kilometers. Every lobster that arrives healthy and strong at its destination is a victory against the odds, a successful completion of one of the world's most demanding logistical challenges. As the lobster arrives at its final destination, the culmination of its 36-hour odyssey is at hand. The journey, marked by darkness, cold, and constant motion, has preserved the lobster's vitality and the pristine quality of its flesh. Immersed in cold, oxygen-rich seawater, the lobster is given time to recover, its muscles regaining firmness, its shell gleaming with a deep, mineral luster. Every detail of its anatomy, antennae, claws, carapace remains unblemished, a testament to careful handling and the resilience of the species. This is the lobster's final pause before transformation. Its shell, a mosaic of deep blues, greens, and browns, conceals the treasure within, sweet, translucent flesh, saturated with the flavors of the cold Atlantic. The lobster is now poised for its metamorphosis. The moment of cooking is both an ending and a beginning, a transition from wild creature to culinary marvel. As heat envelops the lobster, its shell transforms from earthy camouflage to a brilliant, unmistakable red, the legendary hue of red gold. This color is not just a visual signal, it is the lobster's final flourish, a sign that the delicate proteins within have reached their peak. The shell is carefully parted, revealing flesh that is both firm and yielding. Its texture a perfect balance of resistance and tenderness. The aroma is subtle, briny, and sweet, evoking the ocean's depths. Presentation is an art in itself. The lobster's natural form is honored, tail and claw arranged with precision, the shell's red brilliance framing the pale, succulent meat. Each element is positioned to highlight the lobster's unique anatomy and the purity of its flavor. The simplest preparation, steamed and served with a touch of melted butter, allows the lobster's natural sweetness to shine. The butter, golden and translucent, accentuates the delicate flavor, while a sprinkle of sea salt echoes the lobster's oceanic origins. In more elaborate forms, the lobster becomes the centerpiece of bisques and sauces, its flavor deepened and layered, yet never overwhelmed. Each preparation is a tribute to the lobster's versatility and the subtlety of its taste. Even raw as sashimi, the lobster's flesh is celebrated for its clarity and sweetness. Its texture both crisp and yielding, a rare delicacy that speaks of purity and freshness. Each method of preparation is designed to showcase a different aspect of the lobster's character, its texture, its flavor, its visual appeal. The journey from ocean to plate is reflected in every bite. The final presentation is a visual symphony, the red shell, the pearly meat, the glint of seawater. It is a celebration of the lobster's transformation, a moment where nature and culinary artistry converge. The dish, now complete, is more than a meal. It is a story told in color, texture, and taste. It is the essence of the ocean, captured and elevated, a fleeting masterpiece born of time, care, and the lobster's own remarkable qualities. From the moment it left the ocean floor to its final transformation on the plate, the lobster's journey is a testament to the wonders of the natural world and the artistry of the kitchen. This is the story of red gold, of a creature whose value lies not only in its rarity, but in the extraordinary journey and transformation that brings it in all its glory to the table. Beneath the waves, the lobster's world is a realm of sensation and silent communication, a universe where sight, scent, and touch intertwine. In darkness, the lobster relies not on vision, but on the intricate network of tiny hairs that line its antennae and legs. Each movement through the water sends ripples of information, allowing the lobster to map its surroundings with astonishing precision. Chemical cues drift on ocean currents, invisible trails that lobsters follow to locate food, rivals, or potential mates. Their antennae taste the water, decoding the faintest hints of prey or predator. The lobster's eyes, perched on flexible stalks, perceive light and shadow, but it is the world of scent and vibration that truly guides them. Communication is subtle, conducted through postures and the gentle drumming of claws against rock. A raised carapace, a flick of the tail, a ripple through the sand. Each gesture carries meaning in this silent language. Lobsters stake out territories, defending them with ritualized displays rather than open combat. Their intentions broadcast through body language and chemical signals. Navigation is a feat of memory and instinct. Lobsters remember the contours of their chosen reefs, the hidden paths between crevices and the safe havens among the stones. Guided by the faint pull of tides and the rhythm of the sea, they journey across the ocean floor, always finding their way home. In this world without words, every sense is heightened, a symphony of touch, taste, and movement. The lobster's existence is shaped by the ever-changing sea, a dance of adaptation and survival, all unfolding beyond the reach of human sight. Here, in the cold, shifting waters, the lobster's story is written in silence, a testament to the complexity and wonder of life beneath the waves. Beneath the surface, unseen by human eyes, the ocean is a living force, its currents the silent architects of all marine life. For the lobster, these underwater rivers are both highway and hazard, shaping every journey across the seafloor. Slow, cold currents sweep nutrients from the deep, feeding the microscopic life that sustains the entire food web. Warm eddies swirl above rocky ledges, stirring clouds of plankton that drift like invisible breadcrumbs, guiding the lobster from one feeding ground to the next. As tides rise and fall, the rhythm of the sea pulses through every crevice and cave. Lobsters sense these subtle shifts, adjusting their movements to ride the gentle push of water or seek shelter from its force. The currents carry not just food, but also the chemical messages of distant lobsters, trails that reveal the presence of rivals, mates, and danger. But the ocean's power is not always gentle. Sudden storms churn the sea, scattering sand and stones, reshaping the landscape in a single night. Lobsters hunker down, instincts guiding them to the safest cracks and hollows. When the turbulence passes, they emerge into a world subtly changed, new territories, new paths, new challenges. Within these ever-shifting flows, the lobster is both navigator and survivor. The currents connect distant reefs, carrying young larvae far from their birthplace, ensuring the next generation finds its own corner of the vast, mysterious sea. Here in the restless embrace of the ocean, the lobster's journey is forever shaped by the tides, a testament to the enduring power of nature's unseen hand. In the labyrinthine world beneath the waves, survival hinges on the delicate balance of predator and prey. For the lobster, a master scavenger, the seafloor is a banquet hall teeming with possibilities. As the tides shift and currents flow, they reveal a hidden feast tucked away in the nooks and crannies of the ocean's bedrock. Lobsters are nocturnal hunters, emerging from their rocky shelters under the cover of darkness. They rely on their keen sense of smell, using specialized antennae to detect the faintest whiffs of potential meals. Each night they embark on a meticulous search, guided by the scent trails of decaying organic matter, shelled mollusks and small fish. With their powerful claws, lobsters pry open shells and crush exoskeletons, breaking down even the toughest of prey. Their diet is diverse, ranging from clams and snails to sea urchins and crabs. They also scavenge, consuming the remnants of larger predators' meals, ensuring no morsel goes to waste in this underwater ecosystem. But feeding is not just about brute strength, it is an intricate dance of precision. Lobsters use their smaller, more delicate claws to manipulate and consume softer foods like algae and plankton. This versatility allows them to adapt to the varying availability of food sources, a crucial skill in the ever-changing marine environment. The lobster's feeding habits play a vital role in maintaining the health of the ocean floor. By consuming decaying matter and controlling the populations of other marine creatures, they help to keep the delicate balance of the ecosystem in check. Each bite they take is a small but significant act in the endless cycle of life beneath the waves. In the quiet solitude of the ocean's depths, the lobster's feast is a testament to nature's ingenuity. Their ability to find sustenance in the most unlikely places ensures their survival, even as the world around them constantly evolves. Here, in the hidden corners of the sea, the lobster's journey is a continuous quest for nourishment, a reminder of the intricate web of life that sustains us all. Beneath the rolling tides, lobsters are more than solitary hunters. They are silent stewards of the ecosystem. Their daily routines ripple through the marine world, shaping the lives of countless other species. As they roam the ocean floor, lobsters disturb the sediment, stirring up nutrients that feed microscopic life and nurture the base of the food web. Their burrows become safe havens, offering shelter to small fish and invertebrates seeking refuge from predators. Lobsters are also crucial regulators in the balance of marine life. By preying on sea urchins and shellfish, they help prevent these populations from overwhelming the fragile kelp forests and seagrass beds. Without lobsters, these underwater gardens could be stripped bare, leaving barren landscapes in their wake. But their influence doesn't end there. As scavengers, lobsters recycle organic matter, breaking down remnants that would otherwise accumulate and disrupt the ecosystem's natural cycles. Their interactions weave a complex tapestry, connecting creatures great and small in an unending exchange of energy and life. In this intricate network, lobsters are both predator and protector, their presence quietly sustaining the diversity and resilience of the marine world. Here, far from the surface, the lobster's unseen labor is a cornerstone of the ocean's enduring harmony. Beneath the surface of the global commerce, a silent revolution drives the journey of the lobster. Once harvested, these creatures embark on a carefully orchestrated passage powered by technological innovation. Gone are the days of simple crates and ice. Today, fleets of temperature-controlled containers hum with precision, each one calibrated to mimic the cool, oxygen-rich depths of the sea. Inside these mobile ecosystems, automated systems monitor every variable: humidity, pH, oxygen saturation, ensuring the lobsters remain healthy and stress-free. Conveyor belts glide across factory floors, gently sorting and routing each crustacean to its next destination. Advanced filtration units remove impurities, while sensors track water quality in real time, ready to trigger adjustments at a moment's notice. Across continents and oceans, GPS-enabled tracking systems chart the lobster's every move, optimizing routes for speed and safety. Robotic arms load and unload shipments, their motions engineered for delicacy and efficiency. Even at rest, backup power supplies and redundant cooling units stand by, safeguarding the precious cargo against unforeseen interruptions. In this world of wires and whirring gears, the lobster's passage is no longer left to chance. It is a feat of engineering, an invisible lifeline that connects the ocean's depths to distant tables, preserving the vitality and flavor that make the lobster a true delicacy. In the intricate dance of survival, the lobster's journey is not solely guided by human innovation. Deep within its genetic code lies an ancient resilience honed over millennia, enabling it to adapt to shifting environments. As the temperature-controlled containers hum with precision, the lobsters themselves undergo subtle physiological changes, preparing for the fluctuations they will encounter. Their exoskeletons, a marvel of natural engineering, act as both armor and thermostat, adjusting to maintain optimal internal conditions. Within their bodies, specialized cells regulate salinity and ion levels, ensuring that even as they traverse different waters, their internal balance remains undisturbed. The lobster's gills, finely tuned to extract oxygen from varying concentrations, work tirelessly, adapting to the levels within the controlled environments. Silent and unseen, this dance of adaptation unfolds, a testament to the lobster's enduring spirit. In the dark, oxygen-rich depths of their mobile habitats, these crustaceans tap into their primal instincts, navigating the artificial currents and maintaining their vitality. It is a symphony of nature and technology, each playing its part to ensure the lobsters remain robust and ready for their ultimate destination. As they journey across continents, the lobster's ability to adapt becomes a silent partner to the engineered systems, a living testament to the resilience of life itself. This natural resilience, combined with human ingenuity, ensures that the lobsters arrive not just alive, but thriving, ready to grace tables around the world with their unparalleled flavor and vitality. Long before the first rays of civilization touched the shores, lobsters roamed the primordial seas. Their lineage stretches back over 360 million years, to a time when the world was ruled by ancient oceans and strange, armored creatures. Through eons of shifting continents and cataclysmic extinctions, the lobster's ancestors adapted, evolving into the resilient survivors we know today. Their segmented bodies, once crude and simple, transformed into intricate exoskeletons, flexible enough for escape, strong enough for defense. In the silent depths, their antennae became sensitive radars, detecting the faintest vibrations of prey and predator alike. To survive, they mastered the art of camouflage, blending with rocky seabeds and hiding within crevices, evading even the most determined hunters. As the planet changed, so did the lobster. From tropical shallows to icy abyssal plains, they diversified, each species finding its own niche. Some grew colossal claws, others adopted burrowing lifestyles, while a select few learned to regenerate lost limbs, a remarkable feat of biological engineering. Yet through every era, one strategy remained constant: resilience. When faced with scarcity, lobsters slowed their metabolism, conserving energy for leaner times. When the waters grew turbulent, they molted their shells, emerging renewed and ready for new challenges. Today's lobster is a living relic, carrying within its genes the secrets of survival from a world long vanished. Their story is not just one of endurance, but of quiet triumph, an unbroken chain linking the ancient oceans to the present. A testament to nature's ability to adapt and endure across the ages. Beneath the armored surface of every lobster lies a hidden world of chemistry, a molecular masterpiece that defines both their strength and their stunning hues. Lobster shells are more than mere protection. They are complex biocomposite structures crafted from layers of chitin, a tough, flexible polysaccharide, interwoven with proteins and reinforced by crystals of calcium carbonate. This architecture gives the shell its remarkable combination of hardness and resilience, able to withstand crushing depths and determine predators. But it's the chemistry of color that sets lobsters apart. At first glance, most lobsters appear a mottled greenish-brown, perfectly camouflaged against the seafloor. This illusion is created by a delicate balance of pigments locked within the shell. Chief among them is astaxanthin, a vibrant red-orange carotenoid. On its own, astaxanthin would color the lobster a brilliant scarlet. But in the living shell, it binds with proteins, forming complexes that twist and refract light, shifting the visible color to blues, greens, and browns. This chromatic code is dynamic. When a lobster is cooked, heat breaks the bonds between astaxanthin and its protein partners, releasing the pigment's true red hue, the iconic color of a cooked lobster. In rare cases, genetic quirks lead to lobsters with shells of cobalt blue, ghostly white, or even calico patterns, a testament to the intricate chemistry at play. This interplay of structure and pigment is not just for show. It provides camouflage, protection from ultraviolet light, and even clues about the lobster's health and habitat. Each shell tells a chemical story of survival, adaptation, and the endless dance between biology and the elements. In the depths, the lobster's shell is both shield and signal, a silent testament to the marvels of molecular evolution. In the final act of its journey, the lobster transcends its humble origins to become a masterpiece of culinary art. The setting is nothing short of opulent, a dining room adorned with crystal chandeliers that cast a soft golden glow. The polished marble tables are dressed in pristine white linens, each place setting meticulously arranged with fine bone china and gleaming silverware. On the plate, the lobster is an epitome of elegance. It rests poised atop a bed of vibrant greens and micro-herbs, their delicate forms a stark contrast to the robust structure of the lobster itself. The chef's artistry is evident in every detail. The lobster's shell, now a vivid red, is split and presented with precision, revealing succulent, tender meat within. A drizzle of clarified butter glistens under the ambient light, pooling around the lobster like liquid gold. Accompanying the main attraction are artfully arranged sides, miniature vegetables, perfectly blanched and seasoned, their colours a harmonious palette that complements the lobster's rich hue. A delicate foam, infused with the essence of the sea, crowns the dish, adding a modern twist to this timeless delicacy. The ambience is a symphony of understated luxury. Soft, ambient music fills the air, blending with the subtle clinking of glassware and the gentle hum of conversation. Each element, from the decor to the plating, is designed to elevate the dining experience, transforming the lobster from a creature of the deep into an icon of gourmet refinement. In this sanctuary of taste and elegance, the lobster's journey reaches its zenith. It is no longer merely a testament to the bounty of the ocean, but a celebration of culinary artistry, a final luxurious ode to nature's resilience and the human pursuit of perfection.